Dear students, welcome to our first lecture of unit number 3, that is interfacial phenomena, and first topic of unit 3 is liquid interfaces and surface tension and interfacial phenomena. Okay. So, first of all, what is interface? Interface is the boundary that exists between two or more phases. Okay. So, what is interface? It is the boundary between two or more phases exist together. And there is another term that is called surface. What is surface? This term is normally used to denote the interface when one of the phase is gas. Okay. Between the two phases there is a interface, and what is interface? The boundary that exists between the two phases. And if one of the phase is gas, then that interface is called as the surface. Okay. So, these are different types of surfaces depending on the if this is gas phase, then there will be no interfacial tension and no interface is possible between the gas and gas phase. In gas liquid, there will be interfacial tension that will be represented by gamma LV, and it will be the liquid surface. An example of this is body of water exposed to the atmosphere. Okay. Next is gas solid phase. Gas solid phase is represented by gamma SV, and it is the example of this is solid surface or tabletop. Liquid interface, it is designated by gamma LL, and example of liquid interface is emulsion, and that emulsion can be of peanut oil in water, or there can be two different liquids that are immiscible with each other. If the liquids are immiscible with each other, then only there will be an interface. If the liquids are completely miscible, then there will be no interface between them. Okay. In the liquid solid interface, this is designated by gamma LS, and example of liquid solid interface is suspension. Okay. Next is solid interface. What is solid interface? It is represented by gamma SS, and the example of solid interface is powder particles in contact. For example, when two different powders are in contact with each other, or two different powders are mixed with each other, then they will be in contact with each other, and this is the example of solid liquid interface. Okay. If this is a solid and this phase is gas or air, so this interface will be called as solid gas interface. Okay. If there is a beaker and in this certain solid is present, this is the solid, this is the solid. In this there is a liquid, and the phase that exists between the solid and liquid is known as solid liquid interface. Okay. And example of this solid interface is what? Suspension. Example of solid liquid interface is suspension. And if we consider liquid interface, in this case there will be a liquid, for example it is a water, and there is another liquid also, and this is any oil, suppose oleic acid. Okay. So, the interface or the boundary that exists between these two liquids will be known as the interface, and this interface will be called as liquid interface. Liquid interface. Okay. And example of this is emulsion. This emulsion is the example of liquid-liquid interface. Okay. Next is surface tension. So, what is surface tension? It is defined as the force in dynes acting on the surface of the liquid at right angles to any line of length of surface 1 centimeter. Okay. So, the surface tension is a property of the surface of a liquid that allows it to resist an external force. So, this is the property because of which the liquid tries to attain minimum surface area. A liquid molecule tries to maintain a minimum surface area and will be spherical in shape. This is the phenomena because of which the falling water droplets will form spherical shape. The droplets of mercury will form the spherical shape. Okay. And this surface tension phenomena is revealed in floating of some objects on the surface of water, even though they are denser than the water, and in the ability of some insects, for example water striders, to run on the surface. So, what is surface tension? Surface tension is the property, or it is the phenomena that is defined as the force in dynes acting on the surface of the liquid at right angle to any line of length of surface 1 centimeter, and this is represented by gamma. Okay. So, it is a property of the surface of a liquid that allows it to resist an external force. Next is, in the surface tension, in a liquid, molecules will experience greater attraction from the neighboring molecules. Okay. Say we have an example. In the bulk, there is a molecule, we consider it molecule B, and there is a molecule on the surface and we consider it as a molecule S. Okay. So, on the molecule B, there will be certain forces acting. Okay. In the liquid, molecule experience the greater attraction from the neighboring molecule. Okay. From the neighboring molecule, it will experience the attraction. So, such intermolecular attractions between the like molecules are called as the cohesive attraction or cohesive forces, while if the attraction exists between the two different molecules or unlike molecules are called as the adhesive forces. Okay. So, this is the liquid and in this this molecule is attracted by second molecule, its neighboring molecules, and the neighboring molecules of this B molecule are same. So, the attraction that it is forcing with the help of neighboring molecule or between the like molecules is called as the cohesive forces or cohesion. Okay. So, due to these cohesive forces, this molecule B will try to attain minimum surface area, but at the surface there is a molecule that is S, it will face some forces from the neighboring molecule, but there is no molecule lie above the S, above the interface. Okay. So, there is less adhesive forces, or less attraction between the unlike molecules. So, this meniscus will lie, so this will tend to put downward with the help of cohesive forces. Okay. So, there is two types of forces, one is cohesive force and second one is adhesive forces. So, the forces that exist between like molecules is called as cohesive forces, and the forces that exist between unlike molecules will be called as adhesive forces. And due to these cohesive forces, the molecule will try to attain minimum surface area. Okay. So, this cohesive forces is the measure of surface tension. By measuring the strength of these cohesive forces, we can measure the magnitude of surface tension. Okay. So, see, we have an example. In this, bulk of the liquid, this is the bulk of the liquid and we can represent it by molecule number B. So, in the bulk of the liquid, each molecule is pulled equally in every direction. Okay, this molecule is pulled equally in every direction by neighboring liquid molecules or by the cohesive forces. Why cohesive forces? Because same type of molecule is present in surrounding this. Okay. So, this is pulled equally in every direction by the neighboring liquid molecules, that results in the net force of 0. So, the net force acting on the molecule B is 0 because of the force acting in every direction. Okay. So, there is another molecule that is existing on the surface, suppose this is S. So, in this case, the molecule at the surface do not have the molecule all side of them, सिर्फ साइड में यहाँ पे molecules हैं, there is no molecule that lie above the interface. Okay. So, this molecule molecule receives, so this molecule faces the inward pull, it is pulled inwards, and this creates some internal pressure and forces the liquid surface to contract to the minimum surface area. Okay. This is the phenomena due to which the falling water droplets of the rain will acquire the minimum surface area, because in that case the molecule will receive or molecule will faces or forces the attraction from the neighboring liquid molecules, and due to which some internal pressure is created, and this internal pressure forces the liquid surface to contract to a minimum surface area, and when it tries to contract to minimum surface area, it will attain the spherical shape. Okay. Minimum surface area will exist in spherical shape. Okay. So, surface tension is represented by the gamma, and it is the force per unit length that must be applied parallel to the surface so as to counterbalance the net inward pull. Okay. Surface, and the unit of surface tension in CGS system is Dalton per centimeter, and in MKS system it is Newton per meter square. Okay. Surface tension is represented by the gamma, and this is the force per unit length that must be applied parallel to the surface so as to counterbalance the net inward pull. The unit of surface tension in CGS system is Dalton per centimeter, and in MKS system it is Newton per meter. Okay. And as I have told you previously, that this is the phenomena that is responsible for the formation of spherical globules in the emulsion. This is responsible for the spherical shape of falling water droplets, and this is the phenomena that is responsible for formation of spherical shape of mercury particles on a flat surface. This is the phenomena that is responsible for rise of liquid in a capillary tube, and also this is applicable in the formation of hemispherical surface, that is lower meniscus when water is filled into a glass tube. Okay. If you have seen, if this is a beaker, in this beaker when water is placed in this beaker, then it will attain a lower meniscus. This lower meniscus is due to the surface tension. Okay. Why? Because the molecules that are present on the surface will faces a inward pull, and due to this inward pull, this meniscus will be lower down and it will attain a hemispherical shape. Okay. So, surface tension is responsible for the following processes, and these processes are what? First is formation of spherical globules in the emulsion. Next is formation of nearly spherical shape of falling water droplets. Third is formation of spherical shape of mercury particles on the flat surface, and rise of liquid in the capillary tube. And last one is formation of hemispherical surface, that is lower meniscus when water is filled in a glass tube or in a beaker or in a conical flask. Okay. Water will try to attain a hemispherical surface, that is lower meniscus when it is filled into the glass tube. Next phenomena is interfacial tension. So, what is interfacial tension? It is the force per unit length that existing at the interface between the two immiscible liquid phases. The unit of interfacial tension is same as that of surface tension. Okay. In the CGS system it is Dahn per centimeter, and in the MKS system it is Newton per meter. So, interfacial tension are less than the surface tension because the adhesive forces between the two liquids, these are less than the surface tension because of the adhesive forces that exist between the two liquids phases forming the interface are greater than water, liquid and gas phase exist together. Okay. Interfacial tension always less than the surface tension because of the adhesive forces, because adhesive forces that exist between the two liquids are always greater than the adhesive forces that exist between the liquid and gas phase. Okay. Next is the factors affecting surface and interfacial tension. So, there are three factors which affects the surface and interfacial tension. These factors are internal factors, external factors and effect of temperature. Okay. Internal factor consists of intermolecular attractions. So, there are certain interactions or there are certain molecular attraction that molecule feel because of other neighboring molecules. So, these intermolecular attractions affects the surface tension as well as the interfacial tension, and the magnitude of the intermolecular attraction shows the magnitude of surface tension. So, by measuring the surface tension we can easily calculate the magnitude of intermolecular attractions. Next is external factor. So, external factor consists of electrolytes. If by the addition of electrolyte there will be an impact on the surface tension and the interfacial tension, it can be increased. And if we are adding certain surfactant, and for example twins and spans, these surfactants will reduce the interfacial tension between two phases and they will help in the solubilization or will help in miscibility. So, there are certain external factors like electrolytes, like surfactants that will affect the surface and interfacial tension. Last factor that affects the interfacial tension is effect of temperature. So, with the help of temperature, if we increase the temperature, then kinetic energy of the molecule will increase, and if the kinetic energy of the molecule will increase, then there will be decrease in the surface tension. Okay. And in this region of its critical temperature, the surface tension of a liquids become 0. Okay. So, as interface is the boundary between the two or more phases that exist together, and surface is what, when there is only one phase and there is one phase, one of the phase is gas, then that interface or that boundary will called as the surface. Okay. See, this is an example, this is the liquid phase and this is the vapor phase. Okay. If liquid and vapor, when one of the phase is gas, then this phase is called as the surface. Okay. If there is another liquid, then this will be called as liquid liquid interface. If there is vapor phase or there is gas present on this, then it will be called as the surface. Okay. And if there is another liquid present, then the boundary that exists between two liquids will called as the interface. Okay. So, interface is the boundary that exists between two or more phases, and surface is used to denote the interface when one of the phase is gaseous. There is example of different types of interfaces. Okay. First is gas-gas interface. In case of gas-gas, there will be no interface, there will be no boundary that exists between them. So, there is no interface possible between the gas and gas phase. Second is the gas and liquid phase. So, gas, in case of gas and liquid phase, it is denoted by gamma LV, and example of this type of interface is body of water exposed to the atmosphere. Okay. For example, there is a liquid, this is the liquid and there is gas. Okay. So, this is called as the liquid gas interface. What is the interface? This is the interface. This will called as the liquid gas interface, and example of this is water in a beaker. As it is seen, water in a beaker is the example of liquid gas interface. Another example is aerosol. Okay. So, example of gas liquid interface is what? Aerosols and water in a beaker or body of water exposed to the atmosphere. Next is gas solid interface. Gas solid interface is represented by the gamma SV, and example of gas solid interface is what? Solid surface or tabletop. Okay. For next is liquid liquid interface. Liquid liquid interface is represented by the gamma LL, and the example of this is emulsion. Example of liquid liquid interface is emulsion. See, there is a liquid and this is water. This liquid is water. There is another liquid. For example, it is a oil. So, the interface that exists between these two phases is known as the liquid liquid interface. Liquid liquid interface. As oil is not miscible with the water, so it will attain a layer over the water. Okay. So, there will be an interface exist between these two liquids. If liquids are miscible with each other, then there will be no interface exist between them. For example, water and ethyl alcohol. Water and ethyl alcohol are completely miscible with each other. There will be no interface exist between the water and ethyl alcohol. But if we take as example of certain volatile liquid or certain polar liquids, for example, benzene. In case of water and benzene, benzene will form a layer over the water. Benzene is not completely miscible with the liquid. So, benzene and liquids will form a interface between each other as like the oil and water. Okay. So, this is the example of liquid-liquid interface. Okay. In case of liquid-solid interface, there is example of suspension. What is suspension? Solid dispersed in the liquid. Okay. In that case, there is liquid and in this a solid is dispersed. So, the boundary that exists between this solid and this liquid is called as the solid liquid interface. Okay. So, these are the different types of interfaces according to the phase, liquid, gas and solids. Okay. So, next is surface tension. What is surface tension? It is the phenomena that is responsible for the acquiring of minimum surface area of the molecule, liquid molecule. So, it is the property of the surface of a liquid that allows it to resist an external force, and it is defined as the force in dynes acting on the surface of the liquid at right angles to any line of length of surface 1 centimeter. Okay. And in the surface tension, we are taking an example. In this bulk of the liquid, each molecule is pulled equally in every direction. So, the net force acting on the liquid molecule in the bulk will be 0, and the molecule that is present at the surface, this do not have other molecules on all side of them. So, this molecule will be pulled inwards, because no molecule is lying above this molecule. Okay. So, this is only pulling inwards, and this will create certain internal pressure inside the molecule, and that internal pressure will force the liquid surface to contract and attain a minimum surface area. Okay. And the attractions that exist between the like molecules are called as the cohesive forces, and the attraction that exists between two unlike molecules are called as the adhesive forces. So, the cohesive forces among the liquid molecules are responsible for the phenomena of surface tension, and this surface tension is denoted by the gamma, and the unit of surface tension is in CGS system dyne per centimeter, and in MKS system it is Newton per meter. And the factors affecting surface and interfacial tension includes internal factor, for example, intermolecular attraction, external factors, that is electrolytes and surfactants, and last one is effect of temperature. And with the by increasing the temperature, the surface tension of almost all the liquids decreases because of an increase in the kinetic energy of the molecules, due to which cohesive forces that exist between the molecules will decreases and the surface tension will decrease. Thank you.